Well, good Monday morning and welcome back from the weekend and welcome into the Real Monica Adams Show. I hope you had a beautiful one. Boy, it was gorgeous weather. You know, we talked to Beckett on Friday and he was saying that yesterday was going to be probably one of your best days to put out those Christmas lights and the Christmas decorations. Did you take his suggestion and do that? We did. We put up the garland, started putting up the wreaths on the windows, did a little bit of it. We're not completely done. So now I have a feeling we're going to be out there in the frigid cold weather trying to put those lights up. But yeah, seeing more and more Christmas lights as we head into the holiday time period. A lot of you like to say to wait, like us, to turn those lights on until Friday, or maybe just Jim says as soon as he sees Santa Claus on the parade on Thanksgiving Day, then the official Christmas season can kick off. But of course, you know, KZK's been playing their Christmas music since I think November 1st. So they get an early start. A lot of the stores have an early start. Thanksgiving, of course, coming very late in the month, so it just feels like Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a fabulous start to your Monday. We're going to give you some weather. We're going to get into news you can use, some sports news, and then we're really excited to introduce you to Jerry G. Now, Jerry is the owner of SpecialT MRI. It's brand new in the Fenton area, and this is on our Medical Monday. We're going to introduce you to something that we don't have in a 5-hour radius. This is really incredible. I want to thank his niece, by the way, for introducing me to him. Yo-Yo, thank you very much. And I know a lot of you will probably have questions and comments about this. If you have ailments or different injuries and a doctor has prescribed an MRI, but it's in a very small area, could things be missed? I know a lot of us come out of those and think, I know there's something wrong. You know, all of you that have issues, you go to the doctor and you come out of it and they say nothing's wrong with you and you swear something is. Well, maybe it's missed. This is the reason for a whole body scan. And there's, again, no one like what Jerry's doing in a 5-hour radius. So if you're not feeling well, you certainly don't want to drive 5 hours to have it done. Well, you don't have to anymore. So we'll be talking about all of that coming up on this Medical Monday show. All right, before we get into our news you can use, let's get into weather with our What the Weather segment.
Alrighty, welcome back into this new more weather forecast video. This one has been looking significant for a couple of days.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Monica.
Finally.
Nice to be here.
Well, we enjoyed seeing you on Friday at our big show at Christopher's. I hope you had a chance to see that. If not, go back to watch that. Let's say good morning to our aspiring meteorologist, Beckett Moore. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. So did you all get out on Sunday like you had recommended and put your Christmas decorations up?
Yeah, we did get a lot of the Christmas decorations. What we really were doing was actually getting the Christmas decorations to put inside since our lights are already up. And then when we put up the inflatables, which is the big thing we do, that's next weekend, and it's going to be in the 30s. So not so good, but that's when we do it.
Not at all. Well, how many inflatables do you have?
I think 20 now.
Oh my gosh, what? All right, you are going to have to share pictures and videos of that for us so that we can show that on the show. I have one, and it's a Dalmatian. I'm not sorry, it's a Dachshund. Why was I saying Dalmatian? It's a Dachshund, but my husband's like, okay, don't go crazy. So you've got 20. I love that. Okay, we talked again, Beckett, about how cold it's going to start turning. So are we actually at the warmest that we're going to be today?
Yes, we are. 60 degrees is going to be the warmest we're going to be. Only going to drop from here, and it's going to be a while till we get back into the 60s.
Yeah, crazy. So we're actually a little bit backwards. It normally warms up throughout the day, but that's not the case. Okay, so it is one of the busiest travel weeks of the year. So let us know how it's going to look over the next couple of days and as we get into Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a cold Thanksgiving travel week for sure. But first, looking at the bus stop forecast, again, 60 degrees, mostly cloudy skies this morning. Our high this afternoon probably only going to be in the 50s, as again, our temperature is going to go down. Cold front comes through this afternoon, and temperatures really dropping like a rock, getting into likely the lower 30s this evening and into the overnight hours. So looking again at the nighttime forecast, 46 at 5 p.m., 42 at 8 p.m., and 40 at 10 p.m. as that cold front comes through this afternoon and evening. And then tomorrow, looking at much cooler temperatures than today, only a high of around 50 degrees, and that's going to be the warmest day this week as we head into Wednesday, just dropping by a few degrees, and that's when our rain chance is going to be likely throughout the day on Wednesday, possibly a couple snow showers Wednesday night, but for right now, I'd only give that maybe a 30% chance at this point, and then we really see those temperatures drop heading into late next week. Friday 36, Saturday 39, and then we really see that Arctic push of air Sunday and Monday getting into the lower 30s for your high. And again, on Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, 40 degrees, low of 23. Going to be a cold week.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And did you see his lows into the weekend? 18? I'm not ready for that. That's like January weather.
That's what I was thinking when I saw him. Like, it's winter now.
All right, well, just whether you want it or not, it's here. And again, we always tell you how you can follow Beckett, so I love it. He's got right there underneath the screen. If you want to follow him on YouTube or on X, he's got it right there for you. Thank you, my friend. And do me a favor and tell your entire family happy Thanksgiving, since we won't get a chance to talk to you before Thursday.
You're welcome. Will do.
All right, that is aspiring meteorologist Beckett Moore giving you your forecast for the week and heading into the holiday week as well. All right, we'd like to give you some news you can use, and we've got a lot for you today that has to do with our immediate area, but also across the country. The hockey community all across the country has stepped up after a very senseless tragedy happened over the weekend. If you haven't heard about this, this is Colin Brown, a 16-year-old junior who attends CBC. Well, the hockey community has come out. They're putting flowers down. They're putting hockey sticks down again as they come out in full force in his honor after he was traveling in a car with his father coming home at about 10:30 on Saturday evening after a game against CBC and Marquette. St. Louis City Police are now looking for any information on subjects that were involved in a senseless shooting that took place on 55 in the northbound direction right near Loughborough. Colin Brown's father pulled off at Broadway and Walnut to call police after the shooting took place. They took him to the hospital, again in critical condition. His son played for CBC and the Afton Athletics. You can see that they're asking all families to put a stick out in support of a critically injured player. They said, we invite you to share a picture of your sticks in the comments to show prayers and support for our hockey family. Please respect the privacy, of course, of the family during this difficult time. Again, and there are people all across the country that are doing just that as they come out in support. No reason why this took place, but again, St. Louis City Police will continue to investigate. Well, we've been talking about this for the last several weeks, whether it's E. coli or it's listeria. The outbreaks continue, and now in our immediate area, 100 cases of E. coli since we talked to you about this just last week. Some of those looking like they're traced back to Andre's banquet in South County, as well as catering events that took place with Andre's. A lawyer did file a lawsuit already, but Andre's still states that they do not believe they are the main source. Some of these E. coli cases have been traced back, though, to lettuce served in salads. Several have shown significant symptoms. And of course, as you know, E. coli can be deadly. Well, we just talked to Beckett about this being one of the busiest travel weeks in our area and all across the country. And we're hoping that a 24-hour strike doesn't continue at a Carolina airport. This one taking place in Charlotte. It actually started today at Charlotte Douglas International Airport as those service workers have gone on strike to protest what they say are unlivable wages. Officials with Service Employees International Union announced the impending strike in a statement early today, saying the workers would demand an end to poverty wages and respect on the job during the holiday travel season. ABM and Prospect Airport Services contract with American Airlines to provide services including cleaning airplane interiors, removing trash, and escorting passengers in wheelchairs. Of course, that's one of the biggest hubs for American Airlines. Well, there's a holiday tradition that continues, and this one, if we had a drone or we had a helicopter, we'd be able to get over the top of MICDS and see miles and miles of children that are transferring turkey to turkey, again, with kindergartens all the way up to high school students as they form a train and they give back. I love this. They do this every year. Last year, they were able to serve 11,000 meals to our area homeless. Way to go, kids. I love the fact there are so many ages that come out. Parents, thank you so much for getting the kids involved in this. There's also a long-standing tradition that will take place today where a couple of turkeys will actually get their pardon from President Biden. And this has been going on for decades. These two newest turkeys that are going to get a pardon are named Peach and Blossom. You know, and you always wonder, how do the turkeys get chosen? I'm sure they talk to each other among their other turkey friends and think, I'm so sorry that you don't get the pardon, but we do. So after they're introduced today, they will again go away and they'll be ambassadors in their community. Well, congratulations to the St. Louis Zoo. A baby elephant was born over the weekend. Look at Jet, the grand baby elephant of Raja. Now, the baby Jet will not be out immediately for people to see at the St. Louis Zoo, but look for him very, very soon. In fact, he is the grand elephant of Raja, and Raja will be leaving the St. Louis Zoo in 2025. Some sad news over the weekend for a longtime game show host. Did you know he was the original host of, I didn't know this until actually today, the first Wheel of Fortune host, Chuck Woolery. He died at the age of 83. He and his wife Kim were at their home in Texas when Chuck informed her. He said he wasn't feeling great. He went to lie down. When she returned to the room a little bit later, she said that he appeared to be struggling to breathe. She called 911. But he passed away. So sad. Love Connection, Scrabble, and of course, you know him as a revived version of the game show host of The Dating Game. But I knew him best for Love Connection. And I love the fact that so many have gone back to the theater to watch movies. Jim and I went to see Wicked on Friday. How about all of you? Did you see it? We loved it. Didn't realize it was part one. So next year, part two will be out on November 21st with a combined $270 million in worldwide ticket sales. Wicked and Gladiator 2 breathing fresh life into a box office that has struggled lately. Well, in sports news, the Blues, they have a new coach. Jim Montgomery replacing Drew Bannister. He was hired as the coach of the Blues on Sunday. The 55-year-old was relieved of his Drew Bannister, I should say, was relieved of his duties. Montgomery signed a 5-year contract with the Blues just 5 days after he was fired as the Boston Bruins coach. And the St. Louis City SC soccer team, they've got a new coach as well. Reports indicating that St. Louis City SC has ended their multiple month-long search for a new head coach. According to ESPN and Swedish newspaper, Olof Mellberg will sign a multi-year long deal with St. Louis City SC as the team's manager. He is currently the manager of IF, a Swedish football club. His contract is up in December, and this is all according to ESPN. And how about the Chiefs? Boy, this was a nail-biter. We actually watched the final few minutes, and I think that was the most exciting. They are now 10-1 on the season after their big win over Carolina. Came down to the wire with a rookie kicking the winning field goal to give the Chiefs, again, their 10th win on the year. All right, it is 7:13, and you're all up to date with what I consider to be the news that you can use, that you probably want to be talking about to your family and friends and your coworkers. Now we're going to take our break, and we're going to get into our Medical Monday segment. Jerry G, again, with SpecialT MRI. This is going to fascinate you, and if you have to head off to work, be sure to come back to this. Share the love and follow us. Make sure you click follow so that you always get notified when we're on Facebook, YouTube, and X right now. So pick the platform for you and your family, and don't go anywhere. Jerry G in the blue chair when we return.
She's a special woman and done so much for St. Louis.
Watching her work is one of the most incredible things you can see.
She just sees value in everyone. Sometimes people just need you to sit with them and hear them. I feel heard.
The time flew by, and it was like sitting and talking to a friend.
Not only creating a better place here in St. Louis, but to inspire others. It's always great to have examples like you.
You have such a light and such a presence, and I could feel it this morning.
We knew right away when you started this, we wanted to be on your show. Thanks for having us.
I look forward to seeing how you rock and roll and shake it up.
Well, welcome back. It is 7:15, and you're tuned in to the Real Monica Adams Show. Mondays are our Medical Monday segments, and we love, obviously, you know, I've been involved in health and wellness and medicine for a long, long time, so it was just a natural when we started the show a year and a half ago to make medicine a big part of it. And I want to thank again Yo-Yo. She used to do my nails long, long time ago, and she reached out to me and said, you've got to have a family member of mine on because he's doing incredible things in our area. Boy, is he. First of all, let me give you a little background. He is an experienced MRI technologist. In fact, he has been with SSM Health DePaul Hospital, as well as Mercy Hospital, Washington, Barnes Jewish Hospital as an MRI technologist, a lead MRI technologist with SSM Health DePaul Hospital for 12 years. And then he decided to found SpecialT MRI, which is in Fenton. Quality, not quantity. He is the founder and CEO. When I had a chance to go in to the location in Fenton, I was fascinated with what he's doing. And as I mentioned at the beginning, something that's being done here, that if you get sick and you had to travel, you would have to travel 5 hours for something like this. Well, you don't have to any longer because it's right here. Let's introduce you to the founder and the CEO of SpecialT MRI, Jerry G. So glad to have you with us.
Good to be here. Good morning, Monica.
I just love what you're doing. Let's go back, though, a little bit. So you got into the field of MRI. So what was your passion to want to go into that?
Well, I really care, how the patient find out, what good solution for them, because MRI offer more advanced, solution. So, another thing is, I really care try to help, try to be part of the care team,
But one of the things that you and I talked about, and this obviously happens with all of us, you go to the doctor and then they schedule an MRI. But they schedule an MRI of a specific area that you say, let's say, okay, my neck's bothering me, okay? But they're going to schedule for an area that we think, okay, maybe it's right here. Because this just happened to me, and then my husband had an issue with his shoulder. But what I've always wondered, I lay there in the MRI tunnel sometimes, and I think, is it going to be missed, though? Am I actually saying where it's taking place, or is it maybe a little bit lower? Or you've got a headache, and you're pointing to a specific area, and they're only going to order the MRI for that. Is that what you started thinking of? Well, what if something's missed, and what about the idea of a whole body scan? So where did this idea come from? Because SpecialT MRI is all about the whole body.
So the whole body is kind of, become popular recently. Before, doctor order something, okay, your neck pain, they order C-spine, MRI C-spine. If you shoulder pain, order shoulder. But sometimes patient got too many areas, and sometimes they come back for different different day for different tests. Normally, you cannot, even insurance not allow you to order, okay, you need a head scan, neck scan, spine, or, So that's why whole body is actually is different from the traditional way you get MRI done. Because doctor will not order MRI whole body.
Why is that?
Insurance will not cover it.
Oh, insurance.
So, yes, insurance will not approve for that. But, this machine is different. So MRI whole body, basically you can get like your baseline.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you don't have symptoms, but already there. But this whole body scan actually you kind of like a survey, kind of like you kind of look like the car, you go oil change, but you never change something else. But this whole body you got kind of like look whole everything. If anything abnormal, you will not, you can see abnormal area, so you can go further on that detail.
Again, if you're just tuning in, Jerry G, the founder and CEO of SpecialT MRI on this Medical Monday. What a great analogy. You know something's wrong with your car, you take it into a mechanic, and then they come back and say nothing's wrong. And you're like, something is wrong. You know it's wrong, but something's being missed.
So, yes. So there is, I have a patient recently. There is a guy, like a 38 years old guy, upper pain. Upper body pain for a long time, but doctor ordered, brain normal, C-spine normal, and the guy tried to, I need to figure it out, self-pay, because insurance will not cover it. The doctor said they didn't order further exams. So the guy came in and they did the whole body. The whole body, found something on the liver, something on the spinal cord.
Oh.
So, and then, the patient immediately, inform his WashU doctors, so follow up. I mean, that's really helpful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you're looking at an MRI that's scheduled by your doctor that says, well, we looked at this area and this area, nothing's wrong. Then you get a whole body scan and all these things are popping up. You've got something with your liver. You've got something in a whole nother area. How many times do you all think that you have had an MRI that has missed things, and now you're hearing this from Jerry and getting this like out of your brain thinking, yes, that's what's been needed all along. Let me ask you this. And I know we can't predict the future, but do you think the government and our insurance will ever cover a full whole body scan?
I wish, yes, it will. Because, kind of like, actually save money because of prevention,
Yeah.
You find the problem early and then you save money. So insurance, if we do more, right now it's kind of like, I'm the only one in Missouri. So I think more and more centers will offer this kind of service. And then insurance might think it's good for a patient. We might cover these exams.
It needs to be. And
Yes.
you're truly a leader in this. We're going to talk about what led you to this path. And by the way, anybody that has to do with anything with the government, get on board. This needs to be covered. I mean, again, you're talking about preventative measures. We're not talking about so much in life is reacting, right? And we're thinking of any way we can be preventative so that you're catching things early. One of the things you and I talked about in your office is what many are looking into now, these early markers for cancer, Alzheimer's, dementia, other diseases. This is on that same line.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is this test is no radiation, not like a CT actually, no radiation like that. This is just about a 45 minutes test. Pretty much from the head, cover everything, and they're gonna check every area, see if anything normal can go further on that area. So.
And again, I want to reiterate that 45 minutes to do the entire body. I've been in MRIs where they're just looking at one area and it's taken 30 to 45 minutes. You're able to do the entire area in that same time period?
Yes. So. Right now, so next month we will, partnership with Ezra. So the second largest whole body in the U.S. So we we have a dedicated, protocol for that. It's different. And I already scanned some volunteers, and it's different from a traditional MRI. So traditional machine, probably you're not able to make that sequence because you think, every machine can do the whole body. Probably not, because you need a new one. At least you need a new system. New system you can offer that's kind of newer technology, because that's kind of like AI things, involved in that, and make it quicker. So that's why it makes a huge difference.
I'm glad that you just brought up AI, because there's a lot of people in medicine. I've been talking about this now for probably the last year, or I guess year and a half, when we first kicked off Medical Monday. Some doctors, nurses, others in the medical field were a little apprehensive of some of the things that might be taking over with AI. Then others are saying this is actually going to be good, some of the things it's able to do to take it off of our plate. What are your thoughts of AI in medicine?
So AI, I believe, are going to be next big things in the medical field, especially in the radiology. I believe in the future, if we got enough database and practice more, and then more accurate. So someday, if you got an MRI done, and then when you leave, I already have a report for you, because after we done, the machine gonna read. At least probably the policy, the insurance, government probably regulated that, because you need to convince them, this is legal.
Right.
So I believe, radiologists have to double check or whatever, But for some certain exams, I believe, like X-ray, CT, it's already legal, I believe, yes.
Again, SpecialT MRI. Let's put up on the screen all the information where Jerry's located and how you can call them and set up an appointment for yourself. It's 1823 Smyser Station Road in Fenton. Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And what's your phone number? There it is, 636-333-1391. And then go online to the website, SpecialTMRI.com. And you've only been open, is it a couple months?
Month.
2 months?
Month. Just 1 month.
1 month.
Yes.
So wait, this is literally breaking news for you.
Yes.
And I love the fact, and you built the building, right? You had the building built. And I love the story. You said that you went into the bank and looking for the loan. Tell me about how that all happened.
Well, so the ideas come out because, being an MRI tech, I think is good. I love what I do. I love being MRI tech. So I love learning too. So, but when you see more patients struggling to get scheduled for their MRI, or sometimes because the machine too narrow, too small, some bigger patient are able to comfortable fit in there because,
right?
The body helps us, So I think, another thing struck me because, so many more and more people got implants inside their body, like knee surgery, pacemaker, defibrillator, all requires like a certain, we call it like a parameter set up to control the level, how much heat during the MRIs your body can absorb. So we have to follow the manufacturer's guideline. Otherwise, you put a patient in danger, could get burned.
Wow.
So there are, and then I think we need a better machine, better system, newer machine, quicker. So and also I want to make the schedule more flexible for patient, because you don't want to you get an MRI order. You don't want to wait like 4 weeks or 5 weeks.
Right, you want the news
because right now, the current situation kind of like a staffing problem. Every hospital have staffing problem, especially in radiology. So I would, that's why I came my idea. So why not we just, bring the better machine, the future machine, the better system to control, provide better care. And then we can bridge the gap. Another thing is, I really want to do, because I want to do more complex exams. Because, sometimes I've been, so many places I know what, technologists are struggling with. Because some certain exams you don't do that often. Probably you do once a year,
right,
or twice a year. So for those exams, you need experienced technologists. You can handle as well. Otherwise, this screwed up and the patient come back. Probably you also need an experienced radiologist to read that kind of exam. So that's why I want to kind of like gather all the experienced technologists in one place. Let's handle these complex exams. So include cardiac, include whole body, include the others, like runoff, all kinds of the others, functional. There are so many MRIs, different MRIs.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's just getting started with this. I mean, again, he wanted it to be open. You literally said, okay, if the only way to get this loan is to build a whole new building, then let's do this. Because otherwise you weren't going to get the loan, right?
Exactly, yeah, because you have to, at least in the bank, they have to know you have something.
Right.
That's why you cannot, you brand new startup, nobody give you money because risky. It's a venture. When you start a new business.
Oh, I know.
You got an idea. Not everybody believe in you.
Yes.
So that's why we started. Kind of like I have building. So and also I have very good credits. And that's why I'm grateful. For local bankers and Phillips. They offer me the opportunity to start this venture. I would say, this venture. I really wanted to bridge the gap to provide better care for patient. One time, when one patient drive 2 hours here for one test, and then and then tears, moved, and she said, I never received such care. The other places. And then she's a cancer patient.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we were saying earlier. I mean, you think about a person who has cancer or any myriad of illnesses, and you're not wanting to drive 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to have a test done and then return back home only to be told, nope, there's nothing there because it was missed. And then you've got now the opportunity for all of you in our area, Missouri, Illinois, or surrounding areas, not having to travel 5 hours to find this out in a full whole body scan. We're going to take a quick break. Again, Jerry G., the founder, the CEO of SpecialT MRI. As he had said, there were already some volunteers that they did some of the scans on. We've got some scans that we're going to show you and have you walk us through. But the benefits, again, of whole body. Isn't this fascinating? I love the fact that we are the first that are able to tell you about this. By the way, if you have any questions or comments for Jerry, feel free to drop them in. We'll look at the comments here for you, and we'll have more with Jerry when we return.
We're at the Vault Luxury Resale in Brentwood, and I think this is going to be a very dangerous shoot, Diana.
It'll be
fabulous.
She says it is. We do costume jewelry. It's everything women want. Sometimes I want to grab a Kendra Scott earring or just a fun, untrend earring, but other times I want David Yurman, John Hardy, Tiffany. So we also have that.
Some beautiful costume jewelry, some really gorgeous high-end jewelry.
Yes. We have phenomenal cowboy boots. We have, Paige, Mother, all designer denim.
Luxury resale, not at the luxury price.
We, have every kind of high-end handbag. Woo. And everything from Bottega, Louis Vuitton, tons of Gucci, Chanel. We not only deal with people in St. Louis, we deal with, a lot of people in New York, celebrities in New York, Nashville, Beverly Hills.
Monica or Ms. Adams. How's
yes, that sounds great.
All right, one more designer area.
Look at these. These are Chanel, Jimmy Choo, Prada, Gucci. We have everything from Steve Madden boots to Chanel boots.
They're going to love what you come back with.
Yes.
And welcome back. It is 7:34. You're tuned in to the Real Monica Adams Show. And again, do me a favor and spread this to all of your family and friends because you're hearing about this first on our show. Jerry G, again, the founder and CEO of SpecialT MRI. We're going to talk about the cardiac aspect. You're going to introduce us again to a Dr. Flam that we'll discuss in just a second. We'll show some pictures that have already been scanned by some of the volunteers. So let's look at any questions or comments that any of you have. I saw Terry had asked, let's see. Oh, Julie said, I just had an MRI at Metro Imaging. They said stenosis, now going to a spine surgeon this coming Monday, had to do PT, x-ray, then finally an MRI. Stupid that you have to take steps because of insurance. Yes, exactly. But hopefully, as we had mentioned down the line, that a whole body scan would be covered. Terry said, if not covered by insurance, what is the cost for a whole body scan? Do you need a doctor referral in order to get the scan? Will the results from the MRI be sent directly to the patient's doctor for further evaluations for treatment?
So for these questions, yes, you don't need a doctor order if you just want to screen your body. And but if you already know that which area caused the problem, so you need a dedicate order exam for that area. So I mean, if you just want to screening the others, the whole thing is you don't need an order.
Right.
You don't need an order. But when we get a report, we will automatically send a report to your primary doctor or which you just tell us which doctor you want to share the report, and also your doctor will see the pictures online because everything iCloud, kind of like that.
It just goes directly to them. That's fascinating.
Yes.
And then as far as who is reading the results of the MRI, that's you?
No, so no. I'm not the doctor. So right now we SSM Health Radiologist Group, Orange Radiologist Group, read them. So about I think 14 or 15 radiologists there. Yeah.
14 to 15 radiologists reading this?
Yeah, they're the group, yes.
And then, so then that goes directly again to the doctor. So once evaluated and you pay money out of pocket for the whole body test, can the bill be submitted to the patient's health insurance for reimbursement? They can try, right?
Yeah, for the whole body, probably not.
No.
Yeah, so, but
always try. You never know.
Yes. But if you have a doctor order, you want to tell your doctor you got a symptom in that area. I want to check my spine, and then you can ask your doctor to write an order.
Right.
So and then the insurance will cover, and we take the major insurance as well. So,
okay.
Yes.
Again, if you just tuned in to the second half hour of the show, we're talking about something that's groundbreaking in our immediate area. Jerry is the only one in a 5-hour radius that is able to do something like this, a whole body scan. And again, we're hoping that he is a leader in the industry, that others start saying, yeah, this is something that is definitely needed. Again, it's located in Fenton, SpecialT MRI. We'll give you all the information. Hannah also is moderating, and she's dropping in the website and everything that you need to know. Again, 1823 Smizer Station Road, just open. They're literally just getting ready to celebrate their 1-month anniversary. So you wanted to talk about, and this is really beneficial for all of you that are listening from a cardiac standpoint. Talk to us about Dr. Flam.
So Dr. Flam is the cardiovascular radiologist, and he was past the president of SCMR, kind of like a whole country for the cardiac MRI, like an organization. Mm-hmm. They provided guidelines, for this research, and he's also the head of the Cleveland Clinic.
The Cleveland Health Clinic?
Yes, and for many years.
Wow.
And he's also the professor to teach, cardiac related.
And he's partnering up with you on this?
Yes. So he developed, a protocol for the heart screening. So only like a 25 minute. So basically this test, you can check your anatomy of your heart, the functions of your heart. And basically you can see your heart, how it's pumping.
You showed me this. It was fascinating.
Yes. And we can calculate how much, we can calculate like injection fraction. A lot of time you can see your cardiologist want to know that number because sometimes that number, help a doctor make a decision, patient need a pacemaker or not. Sometimes, because it's really, really good to check your heart if you have, probably like a fatigue or chest pain or family history of, heart problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good test to check because this is like a golden standard for this because not many people doing this because, recently, in recent years, the hardware of the MRI, the software develops rapidly and it makes the, cardiac MRIs kind of more advanced and so technology is better than 10 years ago. Probably before the doctor even ordered this test because quite a few people are doing this.
Right.
And also you need an experienced radiologist to provide report. If radiologist didn't get enough training for this, probably cardiologist will say, no, I don't want to trust this number. But now it's really, really good time to get this test because you can rely on the numbers.
Well, and you brought up a very good point, which is anything, whether it's heart disease, whether it's someone with cancer, but you look at your family history, and especially if it's just blanketed throughout your family, and you think, well, this aunt, this mom, this grandma, this grandpa, they all have this. This is why you would want to know. Well, I want to go in and I want to see if I have early markers for this. Richard just asked a good question. Does the heart scan show blockage?
Oh, yeah. Definitely, yes. It's more advanced. I'm not saying more advanced, but a lot of times, the first test the cardiologist is going to order, okay, you got echocardiogram or stress, or ECG, that kind of test. But
look at that.
It's more advanced, is cardiac MRI is provide more detailed information.
And again,
with the radiation.
I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, gosh darn it, I wish this was covered by insurance. Yes, but you've got to weigh that. Do you want to wait until insurance covers it, or do you not want to be here?
So for
because you
this
could catch
test,
something.
yes, this test, the insurance will cover it.
That they will cover that.
Yes.
Okay, and so so for the whole body scan, Terry asked, what is the cost? What is the cost of a whole body scan?
So right now, we before next month, right? $999.
$999.
But after next month, gonna back to normal, like 2,000 something.
Okay, so you're running a special right now?
Yeah, special price right now.
Oh, that's fantastic. So $999, and then that changes when? At the going in the beginning of the year?
Yes.
Okay, so January 1, it'll go to what? 2?
Yeah, 2,500.
2,500.
Yeah, we're gonna start with Ezra.
Okay,
so
right.
but after that you have to order, schedule your exam from Ezra, their website. Yes.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 2,500.
Okay, and with him, again, able to control it right now, $999. So Terry said, can the cardiac doctor refer the patient to you and get the specific cardiac test covered by insurance?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Stephanie says, my sister gets anxiety when she gets, this is what the next point I wanted, I'm glad you went into this. She gets anxiety when she gets an MRI. She gets medicated beforehand. Do you do that if someone has anxiety?
No, we don't offer any medication for anxiety.
Well, let's actually show this. So we've got videos in that we're showing. Your particular model that you have is actually larger. So one of the reasons people probably get anxiety is because they are claustrophobic. I hear that a lot. Or they don't like the noise, all those things scare them. So walk us through what this would feel like.
So this machine is larger than the normal one.
You can see it right there.
You can see it's more larger. So, and also, we have music, and we can make it more quiet. So
there we go. We're actually playing it, so you can see this.
So, it's newer, latest model from Philips.
Again, you're talking about, you can see that that's a larger person. Yeah, that's much bigger than any that I've ever been into. Again, we were talking about AI. AI detected patient breathing. All of these things. Walk us through this. This is someone actually experiencing, this is Ezra, right?
This is not Ezra.
This is not Ezra?
This is from Philips.
Oh, okay, Philips.
Yeah.
So this is
we do all kinds of, but right now we haven't have this feature yet, but we plan to do that. It's like a phase 1, phase 2, but for this product, it depends on, because AI have so many AI on your on the brain, on the whole body, on the cardiac. It depends on what kind of package you have.
Gotcha.
So we cannot get it right away. So but it's coming. Though.
That's what's coming. So again, he just opened up. It'll be a month, and then these phases are coming. You also have more plans of what you want to do within the building. Other ideas that you have besides offering this whole body scan. What are some other ideas that you have that you want to look into? Make like if we said, where do you want to be, Jerry, in 5 years?
So I really want to try to raise awareness of prevention care, like a whole body and a cardiac, because that's the major problem people have. Mm-hmm. Either you have the cancer problem and heart attack problem. So I really wanted to more and more people doing these kind of tests, and also I really like AI's. The idea, concept, because the other part of the building, I think is better to. It's not decided yet, but I would rather to do like an AI clinic. Mm-hmm. So I would rather patient bring in all your old data, and we have like computers get all together, and then generate the report. Because right now, patient got kind of like a puzzle. You got one piece here, one piece there, and until you all the puzzle to the final step, you see where this piece is supposed to go. Right. Because you don't get the whole picture. Mm-hmm. So you see, cardiologists, you see, orthopedics, but a lot of time primary care, they don't have time, or you don't have time to bring all together information about your eating style, your exercise, right now it's kind of like this whole system, like a doctor, they don't have enough time talk to the patient.
I know.
To learn more their personal story. Right. Because a lot of times, a lot of disease is from your eating habits. Absolutely. Or your living style, Absolutely. So lifestyle. I mean, this is really good exam for you to get your baseline. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs baseline. Yes. Where we are, where am I healthy or not? Mm-hmm. So basically, this test, the whole body MRI, like a radiation free, and you can get the if you are healthy or not.
Well, we're going to take a break. Again, I think you all should take advantage of what he's offering right now, $9.99 before we get into the beginning of the year, and then it goes up to $2,500. If you or anyone you know, and this is why I want you to share these shows, if you have to run off to work right now, come back to this so you can see the last part of our show. Share that with others that you know that you think, hey, have you been frustrated about having tests done ad nauseum? You had your MRI done, you've come back, you continue to be told nothing's wrong. Again, is something being missed? This is when I was introduced to Jerry. I thought, this is fascinating, and this is something moving forward we need to see more of. Again, the first in our area, in a 5-hour radius, for you to be catching things, for you and your family that may be going on that we can catch early instead of waiting. I mean, you think of someone being diagnosed with cancer, but by the time it's caught, it's at stage 3 and stage 4. Can this catch things earlier? Can you find out heart disease of issues that are blockages earlier? We're going to find out what Dr. Flam is most excited about in some of the early stages of this. I'd like to hear what the patients that volunteered to have the test done, what their feedback was. Again, SpecialTMRI.com. We'll get to more of your questions as well. More with Jerry G when we return.
Come on, Monica. Let's go, St. Louis. Turn and burn.
Hello, Miss Monica.
Monica.
guys.
This is a good one. Sometimes you spend like 10 years and you don't got one like this.
Hi, Monica.
It's a feast. It's like a 17-course meal. You're just like, you need a minute. With wine. With a wine pairing. And a whiskey pairing.
That is what. There it is.
I think I just have the most beautiful experience. I saw fireworks.
Thank you, Monica, for making our day.
We always talk about you supporting those that support us. And one of those, of course, is Elemental Aesthetics. I know a lot of you have been there already. If you haven't yet, think about maybe buying a gift card for somebody on your list. Maybe they want to go and enjoy a facial massage. We talked about the weight loss consultation from a medical standpoint or non-medical, right? Jerry just mentioned the aspect of lifestyle changes. They'll talk to you about that before they say, yeah, maybe Wegovy or semaglutide or those things could be beneficial for you. They're going to go into many aspects. One of the things that Jennifer Warman Bloss prides herself on is being at the top of her industry, whether it is, again, some of the lasers or the different peels, the facials that they can do for you. There are many levels. We're talking about whole body, right? We talked about that vibration bed for ADD, ADHD, some fascinating things that take place. I sat in that room when I was sick right before I left to go to Italy. It pumps in salt. We're talking about mineral salt therapy, red light therapy, so many things that they can offer to you, as well as IV hydration therapy at Elemental Aesthetics. They're located at Suite 206, 425 North New Ballas Road in Creve Coeur. Give them a call, 314-279-6069. And we wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. We'll be joined with Jennifer when we get into December. Welcome back. If you just tuned in, Jerry G is my guest on this Medical Monday with SpecialT MRI, the founder and CEO. If you just tuned in, you've already missed a lot, so you got to go back to the beginning. We told you this is groundbreaking about a whole body scan, and nobody in our area is offering this except for Jerry. So yes, he just mentioned before the beginning of the year, $9.99 to have a whole body scan for you and for others in your family that are frustrated with things that they think have been missed. If you don't feel well, you know better than anybody. I know something's wrong, and that's the biggest frustration. So Terry had asked, how do we proceed for the cardiac test and the referral from our doctor?
So you just ask your doctor, fax the order to us, and then we will call you to schedule the exams. So for the heart, probably the insurance will cover it. So, and regarding the price for the insurance, I don't know. It depends on your insurance, what kind of insurance you have. But if you want to do the whole body, so that's not covered. You have to pay like right now at the moment at $9.99.
Again, for the whole body. And again, you might have something going on with the heart, but a lot of us know you've got one thing that happens that triggers others.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you might as well do the, she said, how much is just the cardiac test?
So cardiac, the cash price is $9.99.
Yeah, so you might as well have the whole body.
Yeah, so I have a couple of patients that already do both, like whole body plus heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, save half price.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Again, but you need to take advantage of that now until the beginning of the year. Again, support those that support us. He's joining us on this collaboration, telling you all about it, but really it was my whole thing on this Medical Monday to get it out, to be able to help all of you that have been struggling. And I know Richard asked earlier about complete blockage. I know he's had some heart issues, others of you. We talked about Dr. Flam. So what has he said about you being a leader in our community? What is he most excited about?
So, I have communicated with a lot of cardiologists. So right now, cardiac MRI kind of like underutilized because quite a few cardiologists order these kind of exams because not many people are doing it.
Right.
So I want more and more people. I want to train more techs, MRI techs, to do this kind of tests. I want to make if going well, if the business is okay, so I want more people, more technologists to get trained for doing this.
Right.
Then we can help more people, because this test is really, 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 really big deals for heart problems. Yes.
Absolutely. Again, heart problems and others across the board. You mentioned that you had volunteers that had been scanned already. So what was their feedback?
So yeah, they said, "Wow, this is already done." I mean, so
45 minutes?
It's a 25 minute. It's very. He was amazed by how he can see the heart beeping, how much, And by the way, we also use the AI technology to do the post processing you can get reliable data, because for this test kind of challenging for this not overnight training you can't get this. That's why even because everybody's heart's different, location different, you cannot just pictures come out. Is more accurate. You have to do planning right. You have to do the angles. Mm-hmm. You make sure you plan right, and then the doctor can trust that data. Because otherwise, if the source picture you get not accurate, I mean, it doesn't how smart the AI it will be. It's because it was wrong in the beginning. So So it's very, very challenging for most of technologists. That's why I want to train more people and reach awareness for more doctors. We need to order this more. We need more people doing this so we can get more people benefit from the advanced technologies. AI, a lot of advanced technology, and we need more people to promote this kind of technology.
Right. I mean,
so
Jerry wanted to be the leader in getting it out to our area after being in the industry for 20 years, right? For all the places that he had been. But then he broke away saying, this needs to be done and nobody's doing it, so I'm going to do it. But he wants to be a leader in it, not just to say I'm the only one. It is literally to launch others, teach others, because you see that this is a necessity.
Oh, yeah. I would see this one. Because if I can have more people, more center doing these kind of tests, overall we're gonna have more population, more people to prevent die from heart attack or whatever heart problem. They can find them early, and also you can raise the insurance attention because this test we need to cover this test.
Right.
So basically we help. I try to promote this service. It's not just I want my own business running well. No, I want to have more people.
Yes.
I want to become, like a wave,
Yeah.
Every,
you
newer
want to pay
technology.
It forward.
Yes.
Yes.
So we can have more people. Yes.
Yeah, you are absolutely a leader in our industry, and that's why there's so many different aspects of things that we want to do on Medical Monday. But as soon as I found out about this, I was like, this is a no-brainer. We've got to get this out to each and every one of you, and now more than ever. So instead of waiting until the beginning of the year and then the price will go up, you might as well take advantage of it now. Let's give the phone number and everything that you need to know for this. Again, it's $9.99 right now for a whole body scan. So if you've got heart issues, if you've got that in your family, you've got cancer, you've got Alzheimer's, dementia, other things, they're going to be able to look from head to toe of things that all of a sudden they come back. You have the specialists that are reading this and saying, oh yeah, well, we caught this. 1823 Smizer Station Road in Fenton. There's the hours that they are open. Again, we'll go back to the website and the phone number for you. You can go online and find out more at SpecialTMRI.com. There's the phone number for you, by the way, 636-333-1391. Terry just asked, can you provide the information for your facility for the doctor to submit a referral whole body scan specifically for cardiac, hopefully to be partially reimbursed? There's all the information that you need to know. There's the phone number. So you might as well go ahead and call right now. Set up an appointment for yourself. And as he had mentioned earlier, it makes sense. If the same cost for doing the heart to doing a whole body, have the whole body done. There's the website, by the way, that you can go on and find out more about this. So you've teamed up. So Ezra is the company that you've teamed up with.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They're the ones behind the actual machine? Or what part is Ezra?
Ezra is they provide their technology.
Gotcha.
So Ezra they have I think right now is they make a big wave very popular.
And look at that right there. Their
So,
full body
yeah, full
MRI
body.
detects potential cancer and
Yeah.
500 plus conditions in 1 hour. That's fascinating, Jerry.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, we already scan a volunteer to test their sequence. You can actually they included the prostate screening and the uterus female screening too, because it's more dedicated kind of. You will never miss it for those.
So we're talking about early
Whole body.
detection of breast cancer, uterine cancer,
Yes.
ovarian cancer,
Yeah.
prostate cancer.
Yeah, Ezra offer that. Yes.
Wow. Again, this is fascinating.
And also, I want to mention to the audience, we also do the routine MRIs. Like
Okay.
if you have order MRI, brain, spine, you have doctor orders, insurance approved. If you don't want to wait for couple weeks, you want to early, you just call us. We do, we take the major insurance too. So yeah, for the routine MRIs.
Right.
Except this.
So they do whole body, but also if you're told, oh, no, we can't get you in until the beginning of the year, or you got to wait till February, that's the other benefit of a new place opening up, that they can get you in right away. Again, you just opened up a month ago. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy 1 month birthday. Well, I am so excited. And again, Yo-Yo, thank you for introducing me to, that's your niece, right?
Yes.
And she's fabulous.
Thank you.
We love her. She's the one that reached out to me. And I tell you all the time, if there is a guest you would like for us to have on the show, or you want us to go and do our show live from there. So that's the next part we want to tell you. Exciting news. We're going to actually take the show to SpecialT MRI. Why not? Let's show you firsthand. So you're inviting us over to actually walk through, show everything from walking in the doors to going into this, and then we'll be able to show firsthand. Can we have a volunteer that'll actually be in there just so we can show it? Beautiful. So we'll have that, and then we'll be able to walk through and show you the entire process taking place, and then we'll be on the other side of the glass showing what he's able to be seeing in this full body, whole body scan. What are you, as we wrap up, I know you just opened, but what are you most excited about that you're offering to our community? Not just our St. Louis area, but we're talking Missouri, Illinois, and others that are going to say, well, we want to travel to St. Louis for this.
So I'm excited about the advanced technologies can change, people's life better.
Yeah.
Because we got advanced technology, we need people to promote this kind of technology, like AI. I'm the fan of AI. I like newer technologies. I never stop learning. So because people think, oh yeah, I don't need to learn anymore. No, you're wrong. Learning always, no matter what you do. Even you're the doctors, you still have every day, you have newer stuff to learn. You have to keep up learning, keep learning. So you can, but at the same time, the smart people develop newer technology. We need the people to apply it to the clinical, right? To bring the benefits to the real people.
Right.
You cannot just technology sitting there, you never use it. So we need more people, kind of like promote this kind of newer technology. So, and the more people benefit from that. So.
One final question. Terry said, I guess what I'm asking is, how does the referral form need to be filled out in order to get reimbursed for cardiac, but also go ahead and get the whole body scan? So is there a portion of the cardiac side that could get reimbursed?
Yeah. As long as you have doctor order, you can apply it for.
Yeah. So
for
just give the doctor that phone number, right?
Yes.
Or you call and you can, I would say after the show, Terry, just call the phone number and speak
just
directly
call
with
us.
Jerry,
Yes.
and he'll walk you through that.
Yeah. So if you have any question related to the MRI, even you don't do MRI on my side, just call us. We help you answer those questions.
Well, and again, I'm glad that Jerry mentioned this, because we've been talking about, because I think it's just fascinating, the whole body scan aspect. But all of you that have gone to other places for MRIs, do this now. Support Jerry and SpecialT MRI. Support small business. Support someone who believed and is a leader in the medical community. Have your regular MRIs sent to SpecialT MRI. They can get you in probably quicker if you've been waiting, or if you're frustrated because right now you're thinking, I need to get my MRI, but they're telling me I have to wait. he can get you in for your basic MRIs that the doctors are ordering, and then this whole body scan, again, that he's offering for $9.99 for early markers, early detection. I love what you're doing, and I'm fascinating. Thank you for allowing our show to be the first to get this out to the community. And we're going to schedule that. Are we going to do this in December? You going to have us out in December?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we'll let you know the exact date. He and I will talk about this. We'll get it set up, and then we're going to take our show on the road to SpecialT MRI in Fenton to show you firsthand what you can be a part of. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. Again, SpecialTMRI.com. Call, or if you are watching just bits and pieces of this, do us a favor, do hashtag replay any questions you have later when you watch the show. If you didn't get a chance to watch it live, let us know and we'll pass those along to Jerry, or just call that number right there, 636-333-1391. We always do our devotionals at the end of the show. We're going to take a quick break. The one I'm feeling today is fear and anxiety, right? If someone is thinking, is something wrong with me, and you don't have the answers because something's been missed, well, now hopefully we can give you some freedom from that. We'll do that. 100 Days to Freedom from Fear and Anxiety when we return. This is my wonderful role model, one of my best friends.
She's, oh my gosh, you got a long life. You could probably live to be 130 or something. And I said, oh God, I hope not.
It's getting hot in here. Don't take off all your clothes.
I'm not going to take off my clothes. On the radio, Kate, going to be
Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. We're going to spank, we're going to speak. We're not going to spank anybody. We're going to speak about knowing your value. And then I'm going to... I'm going to spank them. If you don't know your value and you don't grab hold of how important you are, I'm going to spank you. Folks, you never know what you're going to get with her. I got to get her back on the show, don't I? Yes, the Mom and Mon Senior Moments. Diane, thank you. She said, what a fantastic show. You do so much, Monica, to bring such important info like this to all of us. Well, that's the thing that we do, but a lot of it is from you in the community. You know fascinating people. We have so many leaders in our area. Email me, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Let me know who you'd like to see on the show or where you would like us to take the show. So this is 100 Days to Freedom from our friend Stephen Arterburn, and this one's called Equipped. Put on every piece of God's armor so you will be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. Then, after the battle, you will be standing firm. This is Ephesians 6, verse 13. So do you ever feel ill-equipped for your life? Like you have a pop quiz every day and you have no idea what will be on it? That's how anxiety, by the way, can make you feel. Stephanie earlier said something about anxiety, right? Like you're supposed to know everything the minute you're asked a question or faced with a decision. It makes every decision seem loaded, as though one wrong answer will start a domino effect and the rest of your life will start tumbling down. You feel shame, maybe, because aren't you old enough or smart enough to figure things out? People go through all those questions in their head. We all want to know exactly what to say and when to say it and how to make good decisions for our lives. But anxiety can keep us from learning new ways to deal with things. It can hold us back from asking questions to discover new information that could help us make good decisions. You know, there is one particular mindset people have for shame. Should have I already mastered everything? No. We're always learning, like Jerry said. You should always be a student of life. When we feel unprepared, when we feel we don't measure up to others, when we feel like we should already know things we do not, anxiety can make us resist asking for help. Instead, we isolate. You need to do the exact opposite. Ask the questions, find your voice. To heal the shame, begin to recognize it is not from God. He loves you. He's redeemed your life. In His timing, the Lord will provide the answers that you need. Until then, you can rest, knowing you're not in charge of everything, and that's okay. Nobody knows everything, and we don't need to feel ashamed about it. Preparing for life's pop quizzes requires a heart surrendered to Christ, and daily connection through the Bible and prayer, maybe meditation, all releases your desires, your concerns, your needs, your anxiety. Then you'll be equipped for whatever may come across your path. Empathy's the antidote to shame, the two most powerful words when we're in struggle. Me too. Beth Moore said, may God remind us daily, no matter what kind of obstacles we face, that we are loved and empowered by the one who brought the universe into existence with the mere sound of his voice. Nothing is impossible for him. And Sheila Wash said, if guilt tells us that we've done something wrong, then shame tells us that we are something wrong. So many people feel isolated, not good enough, defined by the labels they wear rather than the identity that they have in Christ. Here's today's prayer. Lord, help me trust you with the answers to all the questions that I face. I'm thankful that you know me, you love me, and you'll be with me as I journey through life. We always want that, right? Somebody to hold our hand. Well, he's there for us. That's a good one. And I think it's very fitting for what we talked about today. So tomorrow, we've got Dot Fleshman on the show, real estate extraordinaire. She'll tell us what's going on in the real estate market. Many people were a little worried about the election. Have things opened up a little bit? Have things gotten better? Buying, selling. As we go to the end of the year, we go into 2025. How's it looking? She'll tell us about that. But more importantly, she's a very dear friend of mine, and we're going to talk about Friendsgiving. Before we get into Thanksgiving, what are some traditions that maybe you can start? Or have you ever done a Friendsgiving? I haven't. I would love to be a part of something like that. Wednesday is our rescheduled show at the Vault Luxury Resale, our big fashion show with some of our viewers. It's going to be our big makeover show, and that'll be at the Vault Luxury Resale. Can't wait for that. And then it's Thanksgiving. We will not have a show, but we will be putting some things out there for social media as we do our special thanks from our show to all of you and your families. I hope you have a fabulous one. Spend some time with family and friends. Remember that it's not all holly and jolly this time of year as people lose loved ones, and they remember those as we go into the holidays. So remember that and check on those that might be suffering a little bit. And then we'll head into the weekend. Black Friday, we have a huge announcement, so be looking for that on all of our pages on Black Friday. To each and every one of you, thank you so much. And remember, just like Jerry, he became a leader in his own industry. You can do the same. You can believe in yourself and be anything you want to be in life. But the number one thing I ask you to do is to be kind. God bless you all. Have a beautiful day.